Hello my beautiful people, you're welcome to my channel. My name is Esther. Today's tutorial I'm going to be showing us how to go about making this short bubu kaftan gown. It's a very simple one for the hot weather. So I'm going to be taking us through on how to cut and sew this bubu kaftan. If this is your first time of seeing this channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you find it interesting, share and leave a comment in the comment section. So let's go straight to the cutting table. So this is my material. I've folded it into four. Like this. This part that I'm holding with my hand is unfolded as well. So you should know how I folded it. Then you go ahead and iron your material so that you have a clean and flat surface to work on. Now I'll go ahead and mark my shoulder. My shoulder divided by 2. I marked it. Then at the end there I went down with 2 inches. Then I'll connect it up to the tip of my fabric, the folded part on the center. I will connect it like this. This line will serve as my shoulder line and also my shoulder slope. That 2 inches that went down with is my shoulder slope. Now you determine how long you want the length of your sleeve to be. I will mark the length of my sleeve from my shoulder where I marked my shoulder point. My shoulder is 16. I mark the A, then from that place I mark the length of my sleeve. Then here you determine how you want the opening, but it's not necessary at this point. I just marked it where I want my sleeve to be, and my sleeve opening, round sleeve opening, I marked 13 there. Though we don't need it now, but it will be useful later. So I will go ahead and mark it there. Then you divide your hip by 4, whatever you have. I added 3 to 4. You add 3 to 4 inches. It depends on how wide you want on the hemline. I marked it, my hip measurement divided by 4. Mine, I added 4 inches to it. I marked it on the hemline. Now, I was supposed to mark from my shoulder line to my hip before I start covering it. So I now remember, so I'm marking it from my shoulder to my hip, which is the length of my hip, 27. Then on that particular line, I will go ahead and mark my hip circumference divided by 4. Then I will add 3 inches allowance to it. Now I will go ahead and connect it from this upper part with a cuff like this. You connect it like this. Remember, our Ankara always come by 45, including the service. So you connect it like this. Please ignore the first line. I connect it to the hip point. Connect it with a cuff, a nice cuff to your hip point. Then my neck width, I marked 3.5 for the neck width. Then the neck depth for the front, I marked 6.5. You can mark 7 inches. I marked 6.5, but I later make it 7 inches. So you can go ahead and mark it with 7 inches. Remember, I will use ½ inch to turn the facing. That will make it 7.5. So if you don't want yours to be that deep, you can leave it at 6 inches. So here I'm marking it with 7 inches. Then the neck width for the back, the neck depth for the back, I mark 1.5 inches. Now on my shoulder line, I will add ½ inch allowance to join both sides. So you can see that the 6.5 that I went down for the front depth is still exactly 6.5 because I added ½ inch for the joining on the shoulder. Then you go ahead and cut it out. Now remove the back and trim off the front neckline. The only difference here is the front neckline. Every other is the neckline. Every other part is the same. This bubu will not be having a zipper. Now this is what I'm having. This is the front. My front is a V, and this is my back. I will use it to cut out my facing. I will cut a facing for both the front and back. So I'll go ahead and cut their facing respectively. And this is what we're having. My facing, this is the front facing. I went ahead to overlock it, and this is my back facing. The fabric was not enough, so I have to join it in order to get the facings. And I will take it to my machine now. I place the front, excuse me, place the front on the back, right side facing right side. Then I'll go ahead and join it on the shoulder line like this. I will do the same with the facing. I'm going to be joining the facing separately from the main body and then use it to turn it. And this is what we're having for the facing. I will open the facing on the shoulder line like this and iron it down. Press it open. I'll press the seam on the shoulder line of the facing open. And here is the main body. I went ahead to overlock the shoulder line. It's only the facing that I press open. The main body, I overlocked it close. Now this is it. I will open it up like this and pick my facing. The reason why I make sew the facing, join the facing separately and the main fabric separately is because I want to hide the seam, the shoulder seam on the neckline. I don't want it to be showing on the neckline. I want it to be neatly finished on that area. That's why I sew the facing separately from the main bodies. Now you go ahead and notch the center back. Notch it, join your shoulder together, and then you get the center back and notch it. There's no need to notch the center front because it's a V, so you know where the center front is, both on the facing and the main fabric. Now I'll go ahead and sew it, and this is what we're having. I went ahead to attach it using half of an inch. I attach it round, notch it, then I top stitch it, and then I will push it back inside. When you top stitch your work, the facing tends to fall inside automatically. So this is what we are having. I will turn it on the wrong side and make sure that everything is properly aligned. You can see how it's turning flat without issue, without a problem because of the top stitch. Now you use your iron to press it down. Then you use your hemming gum. I use my hemming gum to press it down as well. I will take it to the machine and lock it here. Lock it here on the center bar. Lock it on the other shoulder. Lock it. I'll just give it a lock so that when the hemming gum is weak, the facing will not be flying out. I don't like when my facing is flying out. So, and this hemming gum will not hold it like that for long. So you have to lock it. Just lock it a little in some points. And this is what we are having. When you are ironing it, make sure you adjust it so that you know after you pressing it with your hemming gum, you notice that some places are folded. So when you turn it on the right side, so everything is smooth and relaxed. This is what I'm having. Now coming to the sleeve opening. I'll mark from my shoulder. You determine how open you want your sleeve to be. So I'll mark from my shoulder down with 13 inches. You can make it 12 or 11. It depends on what you want. But mine, I'm using 13 inches. Then you give it a notch there. I'll do the same thing on the other side. Give it a notch there as well. Now I will take it to my machine. I'll take it to my machine and start from one notch. The notch is not shown, is not on the other side, so let me get it right. Now I'll take it to the machine and fold it with 1/2 inch in, and then fold it again with 1/2 inch in, meaning I'm using 1 inch to turn it. 1/2 inch in and then 1/2 inch in again. Then I will turn it, close the side, turn the hemline, overlock it, and use my stones to embellish it. And then this is what we are having. Went ahead to embellish it with my stones, and this is what we are having. So thank you so much, guys. This brings us to the end of this tutorial. God bless you wherever you're watching me from. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, like, share, and leave a comment on the comment section. God bless you all wherever you're watching me from. God bless Nigeria. Let's stay safe and show love to one another. Thank you so much, guys. See you in my next video.